No other relationship shapes who we are or how we respond to life and others more than our family. It's in our family that our patterns of emotional reactions develop. Our family sets the blueprint for all other relationships. Now, lest you think this dooms you, especially if you come from a dysfunctional family, these patterns can change, but only through awareness and intentional work to change those relational patterns. Simply cutting those family ties, creating physical distance, or avoiding the family, that won't change the pattern. Our attachment runs too deep. If you're struggling in relationships today, the core reasons are probably rooted in yesterday. And if we don't take the time to understand this important principle, we'll continue to struggle with emotional pain or relationship problems. So, are you ready to break free? Step 1, face the problem. Be honest with yourself and do a thorough self-assessment. What's not working in your life? Rather than blaming others or your circumstances, take responsibility for your part of the pain you're experiencing in your life. What needs changing in your life? If you don't know, consider the tough step of asking trusted friends. Is it your out of control temper? Is it the way you constantly sabotage your career? Or are you now on your 3rd or 4th marriage? Step 2, understand your family of origin. Know where you came from and what brought you to today. What was your mom like as a mom? What was your dad like as a father? Take an in-depth look of your family of origin issues. And if you need help, see a professional therapist. Remember, the intent is never about blaming your parents, but just understanding some of the experiences that shaped you growing up. Step 3, recount your experiences. Think about all the experiences you had growing up that shaped you. What conclusions did you draw about yourself, or others, or even God? To help you with this exercise, think through the different stages of your life, from birth to toddler years, to elementary school years, to adolescence and adulthood, and journal all your experiences without worrying about editing. This isn't an essay to be reviewed. It's just a chance for you to self-reflect. And then step 4, experience the feelings. As you think about your early childhood relationships with your mother and father, allow yourself to remember how you felt. This is a time to grieve and acknowledge the pain you may have experienced, and to validate your emotions. How do you feel today as you remember? Angry? Abandoned? Sad? Numb? If you're feeling intense emotions right now, please get professional help. And if you can recount these memories without a lot of emotion, maybe you've shut down as a way of coping, and that too can lead to a myriad of problems. So that can be a warning sign that there's work to be done, perhaps under the care of someone who knows what to do to unlock your heart. Step 5, forgive and let go. Now, I don't suggest this step lightly, especially if you come from a family that's abused you or caused you grievous harm. I don't say to forgive your family just because you should, or else you're being a bad Christian. Forgiveness is for you. It's about letting go of your need for justice, not because you shouldn't get justice, but because this is the only way you can be free from the bondage of bitterness, unresolved hurt, and the dysfunctional chains that tie you to your family. Trust me, this is your only way to find freedom. And if you're finding this step difficult to do, then get professional help and do it with a grace-filled, loving, kind therapist who can help you break free. And do this for real, not as a just going through the motion exercise. Step 6. Now that you've taken the time to think about your family of origin, relationship and patterns, consider how they're currently showing up in your life today. Think about the behavior patterns that you have that may be kind of keeping you locked. Maybe you're not an alcoholic like your father, but are you a workaholic? Maybe you don't explode in anger like your mom, but do you bottle it all in and it comes out in passive-aggressive ways that punishes others? Again, your spouse and close friends can be a mirror to help you look at your patterns honestly. Now, step 7, very importantly, set boundaries. Set healthy boundaries with your family of origin, especially if they try to pull you into their dysfunctional dance. For many of us, we're still in relationship with our parents and siblings, and so it's important that we don't lose the great progress we've made every single time we come into contact with them. Learn how to be respectful of them, but also of yourself and your boundaries. And step 8, commit to the change process. Make personal growth a priority in your life and take active steps to change. That includes educating yourself, asking others to hold you accountable, seeking mentoring relationships, or even counseling. and make personal growth your lifelong goal. Invite God into this journey of growth, as it's absolutely His will. He will complete the good work He's begun in you. He loves a teachable heart, and He'll give you great capacity to change. And give permission to your trusted family and friends to confront you when they see you exhibit old patterns. It takes great humility, but it's so worth it. Now, please know that the journey I just outlined for you, it takes a lot of hard work. And I don't mean to simplify it by just making it simple 8 steps, but it's a great roadmap to guide you as you choose to be intentional, have a teachable heart, and if you're determined to change, I promise you, great results will await you. You can be free from the family ties that bind you.